And we are back for episode 10 of Old Skies, resuming right now with... Yes, there had been a lot of things on this screen. I'm glad to see that they are still present. So, we've read through the chat logs, and I think that we got the information to confirm that she falls asleep on trains. I don't think that I wrote that down. I'm just going to make a quick note on that. Let's see what else we've got here in the computer. She being Madison in that sentence. No access to security, or settings, or system clock. Although, I did attempt to change the system clock to, I think, Central Time. I was thinking that Pacific Time would be too much of a shift.
I don't need another pair of shoes. Besides, Nozo can print me any pair I might need.
Alright, I think that there's... Boy, those shoes feel like they're going to come up at some point, but we're not allowed to take the exploding gel out of the room. Let's go set it up for the train, even though we did have the train set up at one point.
You might have seen vertical farms before, and you might have seen drone delivery before, but we've positioned our...
Looks like all the vertical farms sit...
How's it looking, Noze?
Waiting for the ripples to stabilize? Yes. Madison no longer makes it to the presentation. Benjamin Passamon gives it by himself, and Leaves is rebranded as Passamon Industries.
So we're almost there, but not quite.
That's one way of looking at it.
Either way, one down, one to go. Stand by.
I'll be here.
I thought that we already did the train thing, but here we go. Now that she's down, it said that she was very, very difficult to wake up.
I better not disturb her.
All right, fair enough. And there's nothing that we can do. I didn't know if she might have like a higher level access card to get into the security systems. And we also know that there's something in Cassie's drawer, although how we might interact with that, I don't know.
No need to go back under there.
Samugi. Hey, it's Cassie.
Excuse me.
Hold, please. What's up?
Madison really felt...
At a Haskins. I just went.
And we've already asked about Plant Master.
I'll leave you to it.
Right. You have any questions? Just holler. Sorry to keep you waiting. Where was I? Right. Samugi.
And we can't get
it's
into the
Cassie.
drawer with the proper handle.
I know. Too long.
All right.
Working you too hard. Oh, what?
Yeah, the virus that blows things up is on the USB key in her desk drawer, but we need to get in there when she's not
You
present.
might have seen vertical farms before, and you might have seen drone delivery before.
Could I speak to you for a moment?
Is it important?
Yes, it is.
Right, okay. Step into my office then. Music off. Hang tight a minute, okay, Sam?
Sure.
Okay, so what's up?
That's very attentive of you, but I don't think he'll mind if you ask him out now.
Come on! Asking for a date in the workplace? Complete glitch goblin move.
But he doesn't work here.
Doesn't matter, I just seize up. Anyway, this isn't anyone's problem but mine.
Yeah, it's awfully forward of her to be engaged in that. The topic there is Sam.
Why don't you let Madison do the presentation instead?
I thought you said she was indisposed.
Did I say that?
Yeah?
Well, she's fine now. You should let her take care of it.
And let her think I can't hack it? No. I'm here, I'll do the job.
I'm almost positive you have time to take Sam out for a coffee.
I told you, there isn't enough time. I'll even check again. Wait, what? I'm losing it. I really am.
Is everything all right?
Bet it is. I have plenty of time. I'm just gonna, pop out for a bit.
Sure. Have fun.
Oh, I will.
Okay, and that's because we changed the system clock, and that's... Now they're both out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the USB key. Maybe there'll be a round 4 here in 2042.
How's it looking, Nozzo?
Unclear. From the looks of things, neither Benjamin Passamon nor Madison Bates gave the presentation, but the ripples haven't entirely stabilized yet.
But someone must have given it, didn't they?
Whoever gave it, they haven't made the decision yet. Until they make that decision, the ripples won't stabilize.
Right. I know how this works. Stand by.
I'll be here.
Meanwhile, this drone is just suffering. They probably shouldn't have installed the pain sensors.
There you are. Where is everyone? The next presentation stream is starting in 10 minutes.
Benjamin went out on a date.
A date?
Yes. He seems quite nice.
I'm happy for him, I guess, but
Madison is asleep in the vertical farm.
she's what?
She was meditating and fell asleep somehow.
May as well leave her. Even if I could manage to wake her up, she'll be grouchy for an hour. No way can she give a presentation in that state. Damn it, Cassie, you should have told them.
Told them what?
That Roy Rockcamp would be watching the next stream. I assumed that if they knew Madison would get so stressed, she'd break down and Benji would push way too hard. Both major turnoffs. So I told a lie of omission. But now they aren't here. And here we are.
So she does know her stuff. Not that that's a surprise. We just didn't see a lot of it before. It felt like there's a separation between being a very efficient and effective office manager versus being an ideas person that can sell those ideas to others. Those are not necessarily the same skill set, but Cassie here understood that Roy Rockcamp was going to be present and knew how to people manage enough that that information might not be very helpful to the others.
You seem to know Madison and Benji well. Do you think you were wrong?
No, I wasn't. If they knew about Rockcamp, it would be non-stop meltdowns. I did the right thing.
So, you have a choice. Are you going to work for your future, or just let it pass you by?
Jesus, what a way to put it. I guess there's only one choice to make. Okay, I can do this. Wish me luck.
Well, Nozzo?
Waiting for the ripples to level out. Okay, here we go. According to the archive, Cassie gave the presentation, secured the funding from Rockcamp, and became the new CEO. She rebranded as Cassinetics. Still a Fortune 500 company to this day.
So we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Thank you, Nozzo, for indulging me.
It's alright. But let's not make a habit of this, okay? Get back to the landing point.
Can I check out her drawer?
The job's done. No need to go back in there.
If you say so. I just feel like we learned something about that drawer. We will be back.
Well, that's ironic.
What?
Cassinetics was given a high timeline impact ranking.
Really?
We couldn't change it anymore, even if we wanted to.
Good for Cassie, I suppose. Must feel nice, knowing that her legacy won't just disappear.
Not that she'd know if it did. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Almost at the landing point.
See you soon.
Chrono suit is engaged. Confirm.
Confirmed. And timefall in 3, 2, 1. Timefall successful. Powering down. Welcome back, Oh, blast it. Sorry, Fia. No time to explain.
Nozzo, what do you do? Nozzo?
Fia, it's me.
Nozzo, what the hell are you playing at?
I've set this recording to sync to your current timeline.
Recording?
It's Benji Passamon and Madison Bates. They have residual memories of their original timelines, and they are not happy. In about a minute, they'll barge in here and kill us both. Each time, my automatic ERP kicks in. You have no memory of it, but I do. I've gone through this at least 30 times. Nothing I do or say stops it from happening. I'm out of ideas, Fia. All I can do is save you. I've sent you back to the moment you left. I used the same tunnel you came through, so you shouldn't have to worry about another Crovergence. You'll be receiving a recording of my death soon. Maybe you can find a way to stop this. And if you can't, remember your training. Live off the radar. Avoid any alternate versions of yourself.
Nozzo, there has to be...
It's been a pleasure working with you, Fia. I blasted. They're here. Here we go again.
Nozzo?
Nozzo, you read.
Recording received.
Nozzo?
This mission is wild.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons caused much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no! Everything I did had to go through a dozen focus testing groups.
You think I would leave the branding to you? How old are those shoes you're wearing? 20 years?
No older than that gun you're holding. That ancient thing probably picked up all sorts of malware. I bet it doesn't even shoot.
Enough of this. Fire up that machine and put me back in charge.
No, touch that machine and I'll fire.
And here we go.
Blast it, Nozzo. Not you too. I am going to fix this. Somehow.
Well, we got a pretty big clue there about the shoes and the gun. The gun is one of the things that we know is in the drawer alongside the malware key stick that makes everything blow up. And then we've seen those shoes. They've been awfully prominent, but Fia has not been interested in interacting with them.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon, Mr. Rockcamp. Oh, there you are. I thought you left.
No, I can't leave.
Huh? Oh, right. The agency docks your hours if you leave the grounds before 5 p.m.
Yes, sure. That's it.
Well, here's some good news. We secured our funding.
Really? Total shock.
I know. I thought I'd fall apart when the stream went live, but when the moment came, something just clicked. And here we are. I'm meeting Roy Rockcamp at Vantini's right now to go over the paperwork. There's gonna be a lot of changes around here.
Right. Changes.
Anyway, looks like you have run of the place. Lock up when you clock out, and don't wake Madison up unless you want your head bitten off. First thing tomorrow, I'll call the agency and talk to them about bumping you to full-time.
Full-time?
Sure. We need to scale up, quickly. And speaking of quickly, I have to jet. So much to do. Bye, Fia.
Full-time. Here. That can't blasting happen. I need to get home.
So, drawer. Looks like a WEG smart gun, an early precursor to the weapon you now carry. And I had made a note from the previous episode, something about 638.52 frequency.
I already have a weapon. I see no reason to take this one.
Small label on this memstick reads... Oh, I'm terrible at lead speech. Some sort of a... Oh, that's right. Pulse blast. Pulse blast virus. Be careful. Sheet of paper is blank. And we can't do that thing where we scribble a pen across it to see anything that was written on it. Anything else in here? No. Now, what I'm going to do with the USB key, I am not sure. But that gun definitely feels like something that we need to sabotage or otherwise render unusable. If we just remove it, then it's going to... What's the phrase I want to use? If we just remove it, then she's just going to arrive in the future with a different gun. We need to render that inert in some way.
Things may be dire, but not dire enough for me to wear those. But in looking at them, they look very familiar. Where else have I seen them?
Well, in the recording. And I don't think that spraying them down with blow-up juice is going to help, because this is 2042, and like, what's the... I keep forgetting to check what is the current date, but it's 2060 something, I think. I don't know if we're supposed to watch this again to like key in on the fact that he was wearing those shoes.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit.
Wait, I don't have
Everything
to...
I did had to go through a...
Okay, I escaped a couple times and it moved forward. Well, I wouldn't want to put my gun in place of hers. It's a better gun. When we set this back to Eastern time, what difference does it make now? Yeah, this was the resonance band frequency. I don't know what that means. That seems so specific. New temp, my drawer. That's where we know about the gun. Okay, can I use the key? Interesting. This is what happened when we clicked on the USB key. Well, we know the blast frequency is 638.52. Blast day. I have no idea. Oh, the recording will show the date. No, hold on.
Can we skip to the part
2062, hold on.
I really can't sit through
No.
this argument again.
10.
Not until you
2062.
put things back. Passamon Industries meant
1758.
something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a time.
Everything I did had to go through a dozen focus testing groups.
You think I would leave the branding to you? How old are those shoes you're wearing? 20 years?
No older.
Okay, 1800 seems to be when the actual blast happens. So now I understand. The month is going to be 11. Day is going to be 10. Year is going to be 2062. And the blast time would be 1800. And you can't go down, right? Yeah. Now, loading that into this computer, what difference does that make? Okay, so we have to put this on the gun. Yeah, the 1800 PM was interesting. I feel like that's the whole point of having it be 1800, that you don't have to specify. Okay, we have now deployed the Pulse Blast.
I already have a weapon.
And the sheet of paper is blank still. All right. So now that gun is going to be fully functional until that exact day at that exact time, at which point the FedEx agent will show up. Is there anything else we... Well, we still have to deal with the shoes or something. And I can't call Nazo for advice. We really got the run of this place now. Like incinerating the shoes. Well, she still doesn't want to touch the shoes. Let's go check on Madison. Although we have every reason to believe that she's going to be out no matter what we do with the radio or whatever. Cassie said that she had to fireman carry Cassie out, or sorry, Madison out of the concert.
I bet.
I say the ambience in here is really nice. You could fall asleep to that. Drone is alert and lifeless. The salad bot is not coming upstairs anymore. And that just brings us back here. This blows up things. Well, now that we've deployed the thing, maybe the recording is different.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again. Okay, that's new.
Always knew that piece of junk would blow up in her face. So, hop to it. Put me back in charge.
I can't do that, Mr. Passmon. Like I keep telling you.
Blah, blah, blah. Rules can be broken.
Not these.
Oh, whatever. I'll just find someone else who will.
Well, I didn't expect that to solve the whole problem. As far as I can tell in that recording, unlike every other part in the game, you can't just left click to get to the next line of dialogue. So we'll just have to assume that right up until she fired, everything was exactly the same. Maybe we do spray the shoes down with blow-up juice, but why would that work? Oh, because it only blows up when you say something. I'll just find someone else who will. But it's the whole conversation. I think we need to listen to everything that he says again. I'll just find someone else who will. No, I don't see it there. Put me back in charge. I don't hear it so far. Let's look for... I'm going to make a note here. Melon, Tense, Zoiper. I'm concerned that we might have to listen to this a couple times, but let's watch the recording through again.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no!
Okay, that's new.
Always knew that piece of junk would blow up in her face. So, hop to it. Put me back in charge.
I can't do that, Mr. Passmon. Like I keep telling you.
Blah, blah, blah. Rules can be broken.
Not these.
Oh, whatever. I'll just find someone else who will.
So, fortunately, Madison has a tendency to speak in capital letters. So, melon is melancholy and capricious is cup. Butto, Dilly, and Zoiper. I did not hear those words. I'm going to do it one more time, but we'll skip through to the end after she goes down.
Okay, that's new.
Always knew that piece of junk would blow up in her face. So, hop to it. Put me back in charge.
I can't do that, Mr. Passmon. Like I keep telling you.
Blah, blah, blah. Rules can be broken.
Not these.
Oh, whatever. I'll just find someone else who will.
So, broken is in capital letters, but broken is not Butto, Dilly, or Zoiper. Well, let's do Melon and Cup because we feel pretty good about those. Rules can be broken. Butto, Dilly, Zoiper. I have none of these are correct. And I mean, we could just spray it down with all three and eventually it would come up, but that's weird. Can we regenerate the key? I feel like we're missing something here.
Can we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no!
She did it. Oh, thank God she did it. Thea, you read me?
Loud and clear, Noz. You have no idea how good it is to hear your voice. Chrono-suit is engaged. Can I come home now?
Confirmed. Stand by. And time fall in 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a mess. Are they...
They're alive, which isn't fair if you think about it. They killed me at least 30 times.
stings, doesn't it?
Like 100 wasps to the brain. I think I'm going to phone the police. Then you and I are going to JV's. Unless you have somewhere else to be.
No, not this time.
Good. Then let's go. And don't let me order soda this time. Whew. I needed this.
Just before we go on, that was a guess. I absolutely did not had picked up. I had not picked up on the but oh no. I really like this phoneme puzzle. I've not seen anything like it in another game. It's super cool, and I have to confess that if the words were not boldface, like capital letters, I probably would still be there. I'd probably be there for 30 minutes because I just wasn't hearing it. Thank you to the game developer that decided to maybe give us a little bit of an on-ramp to that one. That one would have been tough for me to pick out. Not my forte. But oh no, man, I didn't hear that at all. Is that I didn't choose Dilly because I'm pretty sure that's what the previous detonation phase was, and I was like, well, they're not going to reuse the same one a second time. But I had no guesses between Butto or Zoiper. Neither. I thought it was going to fail. I thought that we needed to hack the computer. We'll go on now.
I needed this too.
Well, feel free to drink the place dry. Unless I do it first.
I get it. Too many ERP rewinds can do your head in. Take it from me. The best thing is to blotto up. Speaking of, same again, Mix.
Right away.
It's not the rewinds. Well, not just the rewinds. I should never have agreed to a Crovergence mission, let alone 2. I'm slipping. I'm normally so careful. Oh well, in for a penny.
Why did you agree then?
Because I figured we needed it.
Because of Duffy.
Because of Duffy.
Misery loves company.
I'm not miserable, Fia. You know, I had a cluster once, right? Back in the early days.
I do. You've mentioned them. Sabu and Sarah, right?
That was them. You've never asked me about them. Not in 10 years. Neither did Duffy.
Well, we didn't want to pry. Personal timelines. Kind of a private thing.
You have no idea how kind you both were. It wasn't just a cluster. It was a whole family. Little Rayla. She just turned 5. Right. Well, you know how our PFE only protects our physical existence, but not our whole timeline?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know it back then. They got chrono-shifted away. Gone. Haven't seen them since.
I assumed that was just part of the job, that's something that was explained to them when they signed up. I don't know how you'd keep going after that. We will continue with the scene, but holy hell. Can you imagine? You get this new job, you're going in, you're doing something cool like time travel, and then you come home and the family that you had, the whole family just never existed? I'm gonna not ponder that too carefully. Let's keep going.
How long ago did this happen?
15 years? Relative time? Gosh, Rayla would be in university by now. Assuming she stopped doodling cats on her homework. Drove her teachers nuts.
I heard this kind of thing happened a lot back then.
It was the Wild West in those days. Sometimes, literally, everyone jumping back in time and poking things. No regulation. Total chaos. It's why Chrono-Zen was founded. To keep the chaos under control. But for some of us, it was too late.
Any idea where they are now, in this timeline?
No idea. I used to check their personic profiles. Never a single hit. Not once.
I'm sorry. That must have been terrible.
Timelines under the bridge. Several thousand, in fact.
Did you ever try to bring them back?
Of course I tried. But we didn't have the records we have now. I didn't know where to begin. So, I fell back on the mantra.
Focus on the job.
Words we all try to live by. Easier for you than me, maybe, but still.
Sorry, easier for me?
Yeah. You, Duffy, any Chrono-Zen employee hired in the last 15 years. You have to go through that old thing these days, what do you call it? Suitability analysis review. Determines your ability to shrug off changes to the timeline. Your marks were quite high, if I remember.
What made me so suitable, anyway? Is it a secret?
No, but why do you want to know?
Duffy and I were talking about it last month, trying to suss out why we were picked.
Oh. Well, there's a list of rankings the size of my arm that factor in, but most important, your ability to resist distractions.
Distractions?
Yeah, changes to family, friends, close personal ties, your own timeline. We moved you away from your home country for a reason.
So you're saying we, don't care about anything?
Of course not. But you deal with timeline changes better than any agent I've known. 10 years you've worked here, and your accent hasn't even changed. You're a rock. Always have been.
Until Duffy, you mean?
Until Duffy. Yeah. And that painting didn't help either.
You, know about that?
It wasn't hard to figure out. I was monitoring your vitals when you first saw it, remember? It was all too familiar.
It doesn't matter anyway. The painting is gone. They all are. Chrono-shifted. Never existed.
I'm sorry.
Imani's gone too. No archive record at all. So don't worry. Neither will be a distraction anymore.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I understand perfectly. A few paintings hardly compare to losing your whole family. That's why you're telling me this, isn't it? To give me perspective.
This is about Duffy. It's been hard on me too. I could have used a night out like this weeks ago, but you were always, you know.
At the gallery.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You were grieving too.
You should have said something.
Said what? That you were grieving the wrong way?
Still, I didn't think to see if you were hurting. Made it all about myself.
Fia, you could have left me in that ERP loop forever. You didn't. You were there when it mattered. That's the thing about this job. When we are the only constants in our world, all we have is each other. So when something like Duffy happens, it creates...
distractions.
Yeah.
Speaking of, another round?
Please.
Mix. 2 distractions, please.
Coming right up.
Ugh. That was a night. Noz, you holding up okay?
I'm trying to decide which is worse, this hangover or getting blasted in the head over 30 times.
Full of regrets, are we?
Nah, I mean, yeah, but last night wasn't one of them. Anyway, I already have a client lined up. You heading over?
On my way.
Alright, I'll keep her occupied till you get here. See you soon.
And back to the grind.
There's just a lot all the time. Can I just take a moment to appreciate how good the voice acting is in this? Like, the character art is intentionally and stylistically very simple, but their ability to sell this with just their vocal performances, it seems like a job that would weigh very, very heavily. Now, she's previously said that she doesn't want to look at this anymore.
No.
Okay.
See that? Change. I can change. It looks like some of these news items have chrono-shifted since I last looked.
Yeah, I bet. Park Gallery's latest exhibit, the works of Mordo Rug, leaves much to be desired. Known for his earlier contributions, Rug's new solo works are technically proficient and display a strong style. However, they fall short of the raw emotion vibrancy that once defined his art with the collective. And aesthetically pleasing, etc., etc. No more Pi Sycamore, no more Imani Cameron or more Imani Quinn. Castanetics, a tech industry giant with 2 decades of market dominance, has solidified its future with the recent acquisition of medical tech company Lazarus, previously weapons manufacturing. This strategic move positions Castanetics to expand its influence into the booming healthcare sector, ensuring its continued leadership for decades to come. The acquisition is seen as a game changer, merging Castanetics' cutting-edge technology with Lazarus's innovative medical solutions. This acquisition marks a pivotal moment for our company, stated Castanetics CEO Cassandra Ituka. We are excited about the possibilities this brings for the future of both tech and healthcare. And then we've got a couple new entries, including JV's celebrating its 100-year anniversary. This year marks the 100th anniversary of JV's, a beloved establishment with deep roots in the community. Originally opened in 1962 as Johnny Ivory's, a jazz and piano bar, it quickly became a favorite for music lovers. In the early 1980s, the bar was purchased by former piano player Cecil Sharp, who ran with mixed success until his retirement in 2020. Cecil's son, Kenneth, took the reins and rebranded the spot as JV's, transforming it into a vibrant hotspot. Under his leadership, the bar has maintained its status as a family-owned gem, evolving with the times while preserving its rich history. It is a little-known fact that JV's was the first night spot to feature the hard light hologram Mix, who became so popular that they became a permanent fixture. Today, JV's continues to draw loyal patrons, up to 3 at a time, celebrating both its legacy and future as a cornerstone of local nightlife. Legendary detective Hana Tanaka retires after 63 years of service. Hana Tanaka, a decorated police detective who served from 1999 to 2062, has announced her retirement after an extraordinary career. With over 600 cases, goddamn. Many of them homicides, Tanaka was known as a tenacious, hardworking pillar of justice in New York City. I'm going to say I have no idea what the average number of solved murders for any individual detective in the United States or globally is. 600 sounds like an incredible amount. Even working for, what was that, 60 years-ish? That's 63 years. That's just a lot. 10 cases a year? Sorry, we'll go on. Former police commissioner Alex Silva, who is organizing the retirement celebration, reflected on Hannah's impact. New York is a safer place because Hannah was a part of the NYPD, Silva said. Her dedication, intuition, and unyielding drive to bring justice to victims have left an indelible mark on this city. Tanaka's legacy will endure as a beacon of excellence in law enforcement. Rosha says, fess up. Which one of you shifted Bates Tech out of existence? I just bought a top-of-the-line BT crystalline display cube for streaming films, and now it was never even made. And I bet that money doesn't reappear in Rosha's account. Bailey says, I assume the New York office, that's where Bates Tech was based. Who's the agent there? Bailey says it was Duffy's beat. Rosha says, no, never mind. I'll read my Otis Knox collection again instead. Rosha says, good news, my Bates Tech display cube is back. Bad news, it's called a Leaves cube now, and the quality is terrible. Bailey says the lesson is to never buy anything that isn't chrono-locked. Less disappointment that way. Rosha says, I hope I never get that jaded. Bailey says, give it time. But, no, Rosha, that's not jaded, that's realism. That's not cynicism, that's facing the world that y'all live in. I feel like I sort of started to feel this way based on the premise before the story introduced it, but I was already thinking about, like, to have nothing permanent at all. I guess technically they've got their apartments, they've got not the content of the apartment, by the way, but the interior of their apartments and the bar that they go to and work and their coworkers, and that's it. And as they've discovered, even their coworkers are still human beings that may not make it back properly.
Lights!
I'm curious what she'll say about the park gallery. Probably I can't face that place again.
There's no point. And Nozzo was right. Distractions are a luxury for other people, not me. And here I am. No distractions.
ID acknowledged. Welcome, Fia Quinn.
I've researched everything I need to know about this creep. I don't need a babysitter.
Well, speak of the devil.
I've been called a devil more than enough recently, thank you.
Huh?
Never mind. Long story.
Fia, this is Hana Tanaka.
Detective Hana Tanaka. I'm not retired yet.
Pleasure to meet you.
You look tired. You sure you're up for this?
The time jump will wake me. It's like a triple shot of espresso.
Huh, really?
You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Anyway, like I was telling your colleague here, every cop's got their white whale. The one case they could never solve. 60 years ago, my best friend Yvonne was murdered. I discovered the body myself. Nobody found the guy who did it. Nobody even tried. Until now.
Nobody tried to solve it. Why?
Because something happened 5 hours after I found the body. A little something called 2 planes hitting the World Trade Center.
Ah.
The NYPD was a bit preoccupied for a while. Procedure went out the window, no evidence was logged, no leads were followed. But by the time things settled down, the trail was cold. Just one more sad story
and a day full of countless more.
So you want to solve your friend's murder?
Solve it? No. That's already been done. I don't need to solve it. I want to stop it.
The murder's been solved? I thought you said there wasn't an investigation.
There wasn't. The scumbag was arrested 5 years ago. He wrote a tell-all book from prison. 50 years behind the trigger. The memoirs of Nick Cord. The blasting socket confessed. Yvonne was one of his very first kills.
Well, it's clear what needs to be done. We stopped this Nick Cord from killing your friend Yvonne.
Like we said back in my day. Duh.
Just one thing to be aware of, his impact ranking is medium. So your goal is to stop him, not kill him.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it, but I know.
Right. So shall we be off? Wow, nice choice for a landing spot.
Thanks. I had a feeling you'd like it.
Going local now.
Not bad. But it is raining. Could you...
Sure. Let me adjust the settings.
Much better. Thanks. Go on, send her through. Welcome to 2001, Miss Tanaka. You all right?
Sure, I'm fine. I'm always fine. So we're here?
Look behind you.
Huh. Yeah, we're here. Can't dispute evidence like that. Huh. I thought I'd feel something.
Something? Like what?
I don't know. Like tension in the air. This whole city, the whole world, is about to completely change. But it's just a normal day.
Tomorrow is the day that everything changes. Not today.
Yeah, one day at a time. Just like police work. Gotta stay dispassionate. Keep that distance. That's how you get through it.
No distractions, you mean?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work.
And does it?
Would I be here if it did? Anyway, I'm ready when you are.
Let's be off, shall we?
Ready when you are.
Okay, sometimes they have some additional dialogue.
Do you need help getting down?
I guarantee I've climbed up and down more fire escapes than you. Out of my way. Let me go first.
Hannah?
I'm alright. Just a bit of deja vu. I still remember where I found her. She was right here, against the wall. Shot once in the back, and once in the back of the head. I could smell her brains. I didn't even know brains could smell. Then I threw up, right about here. So much for preserving the crime scene. Not that it mattered. 5 hours later, the whole world changed. One little homicide seemed so inconsequential in the face of all that.
That must have been terrible.
I want to say I wasn't ready, but how could anyone be ready for that? I was naive as hell. Not every case gets priority, I get that. But this one, it didn't even have a chance. Never forget, they said. Well, I didn't, and here I am.
I can't imagine there'll be anything here that we need to deal with now, because it hasn't happened yet. She looks weighed down by memories but determined to do what must be done.
Hannah?
Huh? Yeah?
You said you discovered the body. What were you doing here?
This block was part of my regular rounds. Yvonne lived in the neighborhood, too. She said it was just a coincidence, but I think she just wanted to be near me. At least, that's what I'd like to believe.
Do you have any theories about why Yvonne was killed?
So many you have no idea. There's no evidence for any of them. But the why doesn't matter anymore. I just care about if.
I know that the murder wasn't investigated, but surely you looked into it yourself.
I was a fresh-faced beat cop. You think I had the clout to go off on my own? By the time I rose through the ranks, the case was too cold, and the world had changed.
What was the alley like when you found it?
About the same, aside from Yvonne's body and the smell. Yvonne had her wallet, about $80 in it, a few credit cards. She was wearing a silver necklace and her wedding ring.
So Nick Cord's motive wasn't robbery?
Sure. We know that now, thanks to his confession. We didn't know it then, not for certain.
He's a pretty awful robber if he left all that stuff on her and the body wasn't discovered for hours. Like, it's not like somebody saw him and they chased him off. He didn't have time to rob the body. That's an odd thing for her to say.
What did Nick Cord's confession actually say?
Here, I have a copy handy. You should probably read it.
50 years behind the trigger, the Nick Cord interview, as seen on the Good Morning Show with Celia Anderson. Original air date 2055, partial transcript. Celia says, let's talk about those early days, Mr. Cord. Who was your first kill? Nick says, if you mean a kill I got paid for, that would be Yvonne Lazzotti. Celia says, do you remember her name? Nick remembers them all. Why'd you kill her? Nick says, no idea, I didn't ask. That's right, we read about him earlier. The name was familiar. He was a hired hitman. Didn't ask, got a list of names. She was second on the list, so I did her first. Celia says, why? Nick says, because the first wasn't where they said she'd be. What does it matter? Celia says, not at all. So how did you do the deed? Nick says, pretty standard stuff. Followed her until there wasn't anybody around, pulled her into an alley, pop, pop, done, got paid. Celia says, that sounds extremely risky. Weren't you worried about getting caught? Nick was cocky and young, but getting caught, you do know what happened the next day, right?
Nick Cord was a killer for hire. What did your friend get mixed up in?
Don't know. Doesn't matter. We stop Nick, Yvonne doesn't die.
As a time traveler, the first person not being where they should have been, that just seems important.
So I suppose we wait here.
Huh?
It's where the murder was committed, and we know roughly when it happened. So my assumption was that we'd just wait.
Wait, huh? I suppose that's one option. But come on. I'm an old lady. You're untrained. 100 things could go wrong.
I've held my own in worse situations.
While holding that fancy weapon of yours, no doubt. Pew!
Not every time.
We only get one shot at this, so we hit him where he lives.
His archive data has been redacted. We don't know where he lived.
Please, you forget who you're talking to. Collect enough favors, and nothing stays redacted for long. He lives in a cheap room in some dinky brownstone called the Essex House. It's not far.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yeah. No sense wool gathering.
Wool gathering? That's not a phrase I hear very often.
I'm a time traveler, not a sanitation worker. Besides, I've spent more than enough time in rubbish bins.
You lowered the ladder down before you came down. As long as nobody raises it up again, you should be able to get up again easily. And we can always lockpick our way into the building and get upstairs if we really need to. All right, I think this is going to be a pretty good place to call it because the next section is surely going to be an elaborate one as we go to get inside the building or meet some people or talk to them. On our way out of this episode, just that scene from the last episode where Fia was in mid-conversation with Imani, and as I was just talking about, that time wave swept through and everything changed, and Imani just shimmered and was gone. Everything that she had ever done, all of the artwork that she had ever loved and collected, everything that she had done with Chrono-Zen to go back in time and find out the true identity of Pi Sycamore, to find the meaning in that painting and to have Fia's painting there. It was all of the other lives that Imani had surely touched, the things that you can just easily imagine had happened, even though we didn't get to see and talk with those people. That wave came through like a truck, and it's the fact that Fia was actually there to witness it, to be standing in the room when it changed all around her. It was horrifying in this kind of uniquely existential way. It's something that I feel like the story has been building up towards, and I don't think that we're done with that as a theme yet. Just, that was a really, really well done scene, and mostly I want to continue on with the story and get to the next beat, but I just wanted to take 1 second here to reflect on that. Expect to hear some more about that at the end when we get to sum up the whole adventure, but yeah, this tale of time travelers that don't get to be a part of any time it's a really, really interesting idea that I can't think of any other story where I've seen anything quite like this. This is, you know, Ashton Kutcher from The Butterfly Effect, but as a lifestyle that people choose to just constantly be bouncing around, not only holes in their own personal timelines, but just globally. It's a really, really interesting story, and I can't wait to see the next part of it, which we will see again with you in just a short time. And yeah, we will see you guys again in the next one.